She's going to be in our classroom today, and she's going to hang out for a little while I read a story, and we're going to do some writer's workshop. Just don't play with our hair. All right, friends. First thing, what did we learn that we are learning this week? What was that movie that we watched today? Thanks for raising your hand.
About learning how to brush your teeth.
This is Dental Health Week. So we are going to carry on with Dental Health Week. Thank you, Lucy, for raising your hand. That's exactly what I need. If you have a question, raise that hand up high like Mason's doing. Mason, what can I help you with?
What about Dr. C-Suite?
Dr. C-Suite was last week. We're on to Dental Health Week. It was kind of confusing because yesterday we finished last week because of our snow days. Friends, I need your attention. Who, without talking here, has lost a tooth? Oh, without talking, raise your hand. Let me see. When my hand is up, you aren't talking. When my hand goes down, talk to your neighbor about how many teeth you have lost. But when my hand comes back up, voice is off. Are we ready? Let's see if we can do it. Hand up. No talking. Talk to your neighbor. All right, kinder friends. I see Eileen's in a great listening body. Thank you so much. Her hand is up as well with me. Miss Backler's hand was raised. Oh, we know our voices are off. Are we ready to learn maybe a little bit about the tooth fairy?
Yes, yes, yes. No. Yes.
Who remembers the letter that we wrote last week? If you remember, don't shout out. Who did we write the letter to? Andrew, who is the letter to?
You're the turtle.
I have something to tell you about this book. This book is a bunch of letters. It's not just a bunch of words. This little girl is writing letters to the Tooth Fairy. Absolutely. We need to figure out some things, why she's writing all these letters to the Tooth Fairy. We'll read a couple pages first, and then we'll have a prediction as to why she wants these letters. This book is called Nice Try, Tooth Fairy. That is the title. We know the title is always up there. Now, if I say it's by Mary Olson, is that the person that writes the words or draws the picture?
Right. Right.
If I say it's illustrated by Catherine Tilliston.
Writes the pictures.
Draws the pictures. Absolutely. So Mary is the one that writes the words for us, and Catherine is going to draw these gorgeous pictures. And I got to show you. Look at this book.
I know.
I'll give you a clue about what's going to happen in this book.
The Tooth Fairy is...
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I really like the cat.
You know, I haven't heard some whispers of predictions. If you have a prediction on what might happen, since I'm slowly moving those pages, raise your hand if you'd like to tell the class. Cadence, what do you think is going to happen just from the pages I've shown you?
My kid have to brush her teeth.
That's a good prediction. Kate, what do you think?
She's going to lose all her teeth.
She might lose her teeth. Keep your predictions in your mind. Let's see if you are right. Again, this is called Nice Try, Tooth Fairy.
I know she's going to lose her teeth.
This says, remember this word, these are letters. It says, Dear Tooth Fairy. That's how we sometimes start a letter, with dear. Thank you for the money you left under my pillow. That was the first tooth I've ever lost. Wasn't it beautiful? Emma. If someone remembers, what's this girl's little name?
Emma.
Dear Tooth Fairy, my grandfather is here for a visit. Could you please return my tooth so you could show it to him? Just for one day. Signed by, what's the girl's little name?
Emma.
neighbor. She asked her grandfather, could you ask once the grandfather to see her tooth? So she said, dear Tooth Fairy, can you return my tooth? I want you to predict, talk to your neighbor, do you think the Tooth Fairy's going to return her tooth? When my hand comes back up, her voices are up, but when my hand comes down, talk to your neighbor.
Yes. No.
Talk to your neighbor.
No.
Is she going to return it?
Yes. Maybe.
Absolutely.
Maybe because they
All
already
right.
know.
Back to the story, my friends.
They already know.
Hayden, Jesse. Dear Tooth Fairy, my mother says I should be pleased that you think I have such big teeth. But I think you made a mistake. Please, can I have my tooth back? Signed,
That's huge. That's bigger than her hand. That's bigger than my teeth.
Who has an idea of who might this tooth belong to? Mason, who do you think that tooth belongs to?
That tooth. Her mom.
Her mom. As we turn the page, you're going to find out of something new. You're going to be able to predict. Oh, I just need you to raise your hand if you need to talk, my friend. Thank you so very much. Let's see if it belongs to her mom. Does it look like it's a healthy tooth?
Yeah.
It's pretty white to me.
No, I made a mistake. I meant to say,
Let's find out. Dear Tooth Fairy, you didn't have to worry about taking back that tooth. Last night, I had a surprise visitor. That tooth fit him just fine. Have you found my tooth yet? Signed, Emma. Who that tooth belong to?
The hippo. Is it the stuffed animal hippo?
I think the Tooth Fairy made a mistake and gave her a hippo's tooth.
It's probably because all the toothpicks look the same.
Maybe so, although that's a pretty big tooth.
But it's like different.
Do you think the next page is going to be a letter, yes or no?
Yes. No. You know what?
Dear Tooth Fairy, no, my tooth isn't this small. I almost didn't see it under my pillow. Just as I was about to pick it up, a funny-looking creature tumbled through my window and grabbed it. I guess it was his. Signed, Emma. So, do you think the Tooth Fairy is meaning to lose her teeth?
No.
Do you think she's meaning to bring the wrong teeth?
No.
Hey, what did you have? You were raising your hand so politely. Thank you so much.
I think it might probably at the end it might be her tooth.
He thinks that maybe at the end she might green her tooth. If you think that maybe at the end she'll green her tooth, raise your hand. Let me see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13 friends. One that didn't raise her hand. You don't know yet? Sounds good. Dear Tooth Fairy, nice try, but this isn't mine either. The animal that came for it was cute, but oh so smelly. I let him have that tooth and anything else he wanted. Emma.
It's a skunk. Probably scared so I eat it.
Dear Tooth Fairy,
Oh yeah.
no, that tusk's not mine either. Not unless you think I'm an elephant. And speaking of elephants, there's one trumpeting on my front lawn now. Do you think this might be his?
Yes.
Who's looking this over here?
It's the.
Look at the kitty.
It's hiding. It's hiding from the elephant. It's hiding from the elephant.
Dear Tooth Fairy, you sure must have a lot of teeth there. My mother says the tooth you left me last night is an alligator's tooth. I'm looking for a place to put it, so he'll be sure to find it. Here's a picture of my tooth, in case you forgot what it looked like.
Yeah, pretty much. I want you to it? Draw it.
Get this picture. This one has no words.
Go to two. The two fairies back. I know which two things.
No words in this. This says, Dear Tooth Fairy, here is my first tooth, your friend Henry. There's so many other letters all over the place. That Tooth Fairy is looking like this. What does that look like to her? What does she mean? She's what?
She's stressed out.
She could be, what's another word? We are talking about adjectives. We can talk about adjectives for this Tooth Fairy.
I know.
What is something that she might be doing? Okay.
She might be stressed.
She might be stressed.
She might be stressed out.
She absolutely might be stressed.
I also know what to do.
Oh,
I found it.
let's find out. Please sit down, friends. Dear Tooth Fairy, you found it! My grandfather really liked it. Thank you. I'm returning it, just like I said I would. Emma. Whoa. So I remember a friend at the beginning of this story, or a few pages in, predicted that she might find her tooth.
That's what I said.
13 of us raised our hand. Give yourself a pat on the back if you thought she'd find it. Dear Tooth Fairy, guess what, Kylie? My other front tooth fell out. Isn't it beautiful? Maybe you should put it in a safe place for a while. Emma.
Put it in your other tooth box. Put it in her first tooth box. The end. She has a button. It's a security lock.
I was just going to ask. Cadence noticed that she was pushing a button. Cade, let us know that that is actually a safe. A safe, does anybody know what a safe is? Somebody other than Trinity, what is a safe?
Trinity? It is like somewhere where people don't steal it from the
Yep, a safe place. She's going to lock that up tight and keep it in a very safe place. All right, friends, we learned a little bit about the Tooth Fairy.
I have a loose tooth.
She looked like maybe she was a little bit messy. She looked like maybe she was a little bit unorganized. There's things that you might want to notice about the Tooth Fairy because in just a moment, we are going to go to table spots.
I can do it.
And we are going to do our can, are, and have. We do these often. We know that this is something that we do for our writer's workshop. Brendan, Mason, I need you to put the chair down, please. I'm not sure what you're doing. And this says, Tooth Fairies can, are, and have. And we're going to write some words about Tooth Fairies and what they can, are, and have.
They have
Oh, think in your mind for right now. We're going to write it together when we go to table spots.